Hello, welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm just going to demo for you a SaaS that I've spent 14 hours coding in 2 days, and I'm feeling right now exhausted, but I just can't wait to show you what I've just built. So this platform is for collecting and managing customer reviews that you can just simply create and add them onto your website. So after building Next.js course, this online course, most people who did it in the students who have taken this course, they want to give a genuine review about how they have found the course and how useful the course is. And I had a challenge to have a way of correcting the reviews. And now that I have a couple of other products online, I wanted to have a platform which can help me gather the reviews in one place, and then I can just use get an endpoint and fetch these reviews in these different websites. And that is what exactly the platform is doing. So in this video, I'm just going to demo for you how to use this platform, collect the reviews, and get the reviews onto your dashboard, and then display them or integrate them into your website. So step number one, when you come to the website, you have just simply click on get started. You can just, of course, go ahead and see what these the advantages, what it is doing, and so on and so forth. But I just want right now to demo for you how it works. So in the first place, I have this is the platform which will collect the reviews and give me the endpoints that I can just simply plug in into another website or into another site and get these reviews done in one place and then collected and distributed over other applications. So on the local host, I have this a new application which we are going to use for testing. You can see it has one dummy review here, this card here. So we just want to create using the platform, and then we see how we can fetch, particularly for this application, how we can fetch this into this application, right? So let's say this is, you have shard CN and you want to collect reviews maybe for shard. And so I'll just go to this platform. The first step is create an account. So you can click on get started. Okay, and then it will take you here to create an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and create an account. I'm just going to use a fake feeder for now. I'm just going to simply copy this email and then go here and change the password to something that is very easy to remember, and just go ahead and sign up. So after signing up, you're just going to create your first project. Okay, so let's just call this shard, since we're just like having our application shard cn. So I can just create a project. When it is already existing, they will tell you if it goes through, then it is unique. So you can just say shard cn. Okay, maybe shard cn library or anything you want. Just leave it like that, very short. Okay, so after creating, we can just sign into the platform. I'm just going to add this and let's log in. Okay, so the first thing you can see your project here, and you can see quickly that you have 0 reviews and the date you created this project. So we have one project. We have ability to create even more projects. As you can see here, you can create a new project, but let right now just use this to collect reviews for this one. So the first thing to what start from, we have basically 3 things you can do. The first one is collecting reviews. In this, you can customize your form and you send out the form. And then in the second one, you have manage. You can create new projects, or you can also see your reviews that you have collected. And in the third place, you can integrate this into another site. You can fetch all these reviews you have here and put them into another site. And that's how basically the what the platform does. So the first step is to go here and let's see the review form. So in the review form, you can customize all these the welcome text, the form text, and the thank you page. So to visualize this, I'm just going to click on the share form. So when you click on the share form here, you will see that you have this connected to your project. You can see HTTP reviews form shared CN just like this. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to use another browser paste. So I'm just having here Brave. I'm just going to open this link here. Okay, so you can see that we have this review, write a review, and then we have this text, and then we have this video. And so this first one is what we are calling a welcome screen. This is the screen the person who is going to review the product is going to see. So you can put your welcome video onto this one so that you can talk to the person who is going to review. So you can have this nice welcome YouTube video. So we can first customize that. So if you go by to customize the form, there is this welcome text. You can see write a review. It is this text you are seeing here, write a review. And then this hey there, by sharing your honest feedback. This is the text here. Okay. And then the video you see here down here, this is the video. So I can just go ahead and start by editing. For instance, I can add another video. So here I have this video for this is hub. I'm just going to copy this, and let's go ahead and customize and add it here. And then for this one, I'm just going to just say write your feedback or give us your feedback. So you can just customize this, and then I can just say update. So this one is going to save this one. I can also just go to the form. So this form, if you just go back to this side, to the form here, you see that if you click on write form, you have this rate your experience, and then you have these suggestions. So you can just come here and you say, for instance, customize. So here we can just say form title, rate your experience, maybe with shared CN. And they say, what's the best thing shared CN? Here it says shared CN has done for you. What would you recommend shared? Just say here shared CN. Just like this, let's update settings. Okay. Then on the thank you page, you can just come and say thank you for your feedback. Your review has been successfully submitted. We appreciate. So I'm just going to leave this one the way it is. Okay, but you can just go ahead and add. For instance, we can add maybe an emoji. And let me see if I can just say I can get like pull up the emoji here, like the one like this one, maybe. Yeah, and you just say update so that we can just see. So we have just updated this. If I just go back to the form and I just refresh, I just go ahead and refresh this. So you can see that this has updated. Give us your feedback, and the video has also updated. If you click on write review, you can just say rate your experience with shared CN. What is the best thing shared CN has done for you, and all these stuff. So just like write our first feedback or our first review. I've just like gone to ChatGPT here, and it has given me about 3 reviews. So I'm just going to use these ones. So copy the review comment and just paste it here where we have the review comment. Then we have the name. Just going to copy the name and this. Then let's just get the senior developer here. And then this video, I think it is optional. We can give rating of 4, and then you can add the image. Let's choose an image here, and we put Colin. So you can just like add your image. Okay, the person who is reviewing can add their image. You just go ahead and close this, and then they can just go ahead and review. I'm not sure if this is optional or not, but I put here optional. Is it submit? Okay, so you can just go ahead and submit. So on the submit, you can see that this goes to thank you for your feedback, and you can see this here. So we successfully submitted our first response. I'm just going to copy it to the second one. Just go to share form. So assuming you are sharing this in the group, like a WhatsApp group where people can give their feedback. So I'm just going to go here and give the second one. Write the review, and let's get back here on ChatGPT, and let me get the second one. Control C, and let's go back here. Let's write, and let's go here and say, let's get the names. Okay, just go here and enter this software engineer. Just cut this. Let's add this title here. And the YouTube video is optional, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this for rating, or you just give it a 5 star, and I'm just going to submit this also. And this one I've not put the image, which is still okay. So I have now 2 reviews that I've corrected. So if I go back to my app, I go to my reviews. After a seconds, you're just going to say we have 2 pending reviews, one from this, one from this person. And by default, they'll be in pending, so they cannot be seen anywhere. The ones which are in pending, we can just go ahead and approve these ones by just tapping on them, and even this one. So I have 2 approved um, these reviews. So I just want to integrate now. After you have collected the reviews, you can see the reviews. Of course, you can search them by name or whichever. These ones are all working. You can just go and try them. But I want to show you how quickly we can integrate these ones in our application. So here we have a new app, as you can see here, that has this demo data. So want to integrate these reviews we have here, want to bring them into our app here. So the first step is to first go to the API key here. So let's generate a new API key. So after we have generated a new API key, we have the API key here. So I'm just going to go ahead and also go and get this endpoint. So if you click on the endpoint, you also have the endpoint that you can pick or get all project reviews. Okay. And if you're using Next.js, I also provided the server action that you can use to get these reviews. So if you just copy this, I will create this server action, copy. And let's go here in this app. We start by that. I'm just going to go to this app. Okay. I will create server actions. Just create a new folder called actions. Okay, actions just like this, and let's create reviews.ts, and just say use server, just like this. And down here, let's just paste this. Okay, never mind about the errors that we have right now. Okay, so let me just remove these comments. So we have this server action which says get project reviews by API key. So the first thing is, you can see here we have this endpoint. Okay, we have this endpoint. I'm just going to first put back. So we have this endpoint here. So where do we get this endpoint? We have this endpoint here. If you click on the endpoints, this is the endpoint. And if you try to actually click on it, you can first copy and it will just try to go to this. You can see you cannot go and see anything in the browser. If you go to this API endpoint, they tell you that API key is required. Okay, so that is good. So going back to the application, we have this endpoint. I will just go ahead and put this endpoint inside. So I will just take this endpoint in the environmental variables. So I will just say .env, and I will just call this, to say next public, and then you can just say feedbox API URL, just like this, and let's paste this URL here. So this is the URL that you're going to be fetching things. You can even add it directly in your code, but I think adding it here in the MV is the best. So after adding it there, also add the API key. So we can just go back to our API key here. Let's copy the API key here, this one. And we can just go here and we say feedbox. We can just say feedbox API key is equal to this, and you can just like paste this API key here. Okay, so we have now the API URL and the API key. So go to this server action here and make sure that this one is reading very well. So you can see we pass this in the headers. Okay, so you have to pass this in the headers as you're doing this. So API key process.env, and you can see I have this API key, and then this one you can also just put just like this. You say a dollar, so I can just like do this, and I say process process. He's supposed to be, maybe I'm just going to do this process dot env dot next public API URL. So I have also this the API URL. I don't know if it is required to have this. Let's have it like this. So I have this API URL, then I have the headers, which has my API key, and then I can just get the results, and then I have my data here. Okay, so we can just go ahead and now use this endpoint in our code. So you can just go back to components. So we have the API key, which gives you the API key. Then we have the endpoints, which gives you this endpoint, and you can see also the response, how it looks like. And then you can also get the component. Now this component shows you this is the review component. If you want to use it, this very one you see here, I'm having locally this one. The one you are seeing here, it is exact one that you see here in the app. You can see its review. It looks like this. Okay, and then you have also different cards that you can copy here. I think in the future we'll add more cards, but so far we have these two cards, very basic, but they work. So I'm just going to go ahead and now, having had those ones, I can now go ahead and fetch. You can see here in the home page, I can get these reviews just by this here. I can just go to whatever have the reviews in the app front end page. Then we have these manual reviews. I'm just going to remove these. Now let me just put this reviews is equal to await. First make this async. Await, get this, import this. Okay. We have some error, I think like one on this item, which has any. Now, if you just go here, we have the types down here. You can just copy the type of this, okay, which I already have in this review card. So the type of this, we give it in the code here. You can see all the required props that you need to create your TypeScript type. So we're exporting this, so you can just come here and I just say that if I wanted, I could just go to this and I give the types of what is coming back here. But for simplicity, I'm just going to come here and I say review card props. I think review card props, just like this. So I have no errors right now. If I just go back to my app, and you can see right now in the app, I have the two reviews that we have. You can see this is really, really nice. You can see I have the two reviews here, okay, that are coming from this. So if we just go and create a third one to prove that this works, let's go ahead and share the link one more time, and you can just go here to my reviews, share this. So just go ahead and get one more review here. I will paste this here, and let's go ahead. I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to go here, get the third review, which is this one. And let's just go ahead and write a review. And then let's give it a name. Get the name here, just like this. Paste this, and this is technical tech lead. I'm just going to paste the title here. I'm just going to leave the YouTube. Let's give it a four star. Let's add the image. Just going to add Benita. Okay, so the image is there. I'm just going to close and let's submit. Okay, so you can see I've submitted nicely. If I just go back to my reviews here, I should have now 3 reviews. You can see the new one that has. Now if you go to this, if it is not still pending, you cannot get it on your side, right? Even if we just come and reload here a couple of times, this one will not fetch it because it is still pending. So it is only the approved ones that will be able to sync. So you just go ahead and approve this. So that means now this one we can also, by the way, you can also view it nicely like this. You can see even this one, you can just view it. Okay, and this very component that I'm viewing here, it is this that we added in the cards here. When you go to components, it is the card 2 here. Okay, okay, great. And you see if there is a video, it will appear here. If it is not there, then it will not appear. So just go back to the app. Now let's refresh. Of course, now if you're using Next.js with the caching, okay, because if you just go here, we are using the fetch. I think you have to pass in, if you're using this, you have to pass in cache no store. This is why you get into Next.js caching problems. Maybe how about to revalidate? If I don't know if this is server action. Can we just say revalidate? Revalidate path. And right now I'm just going to put home page. We are fetching them on the home page. I'm not sure if this can work, or you have to pass in the fetch. This is why we used to pass in these personal store or something like that. So right now we are in problems of caching. Yeah, so finally we just have the third one, and you can see here 2 minutes ago, and you have this thing, and this is the whole purpose of the application. So you just have here, you can just go ahead and now create a new project and receive for instance here, we can go ahead and create a new project, show you let's say now my Next.js course. If I create this new project, okay, so it goes to the dashboard. You see it has 0 reviews. Now if I just go back here to this, so you can also just say correct reviews. Now for this you can just go also customize. You see, you can also customize this everything. You can also go ahead and share this. Okay, let's share this and make one review only for this one. Okay, so for it, I will not just do anything. Let's just go ahead and copy a review here. This one. Okay, and let's give it a 4 star. Let's copy the name. I'm just going to change the name. So I'm just going to say, for instance, Stemilike, Moses, and then this is technical lead, and then let's just add this. Okay, let's leave the video and let's add the image. Okay, okay, so I can just go ahead and submit this. Okay, so the review has been submitted successfully. So if we just go back here and just go back to my project, so right now the currently selected project is my Next.js course. If I go to reviews, it should now have 1 review, you see, and you can just like make this. If you go to the API keys, it has its own API. It has no API key right now. You cannot fetch this even when you have the same, let's say, even if you just go and change and add, for instance, the endpoint, you reset the endpoint is the same. Okay, the endpoint is the same, but without the API key, you cannot, or there is no way you can fetch someone's there is no way you can fetch a different different reviews. Okay, so that's a showing you that you can have this one has 1 review, this one has 3 reviews, and you can switch between the projects. You can just go back to shard. Okay, so if I just goes to reviews, now I will be in the shard shard cn reviews. You can see on top here, you can just view. Yeah, so that's the platform. I'm so much amazed and I love it, and I will be using it on my different applications to help me correct the reviews, and it is really nice, and I look forward to make it a more better tool. And if you find it useful, a full video that is free on YouTube is coming up soon. showing you how to build this from the first hour to the 14th hour, how I build this, combining all the things I've learned from different places. And the most importantly, the most challenging parts were just like these API keys. They are really interesting things, how to these forms, making them to send the data to the database and doing everything was really, really amazing. I like the product and I'm going to be using it. And I look forward for you to see you using this in the long run. Thank you so much.